here with Rafael today from RSM, who is one of the partners in the audit and insurance division there. We're going to run through a few questions today, Raf, and just get a view from your career today with RSM and before then. And you've got a really interesting journey moving from overseas to Australia as well, which I'd like to unpack a little bit with you. But maybe if I start, if you can maybe tell me what is it like working for RSM?
Working for RSM is a really rewarding experience. So it is, you work with in a place that supports people from different backgrounds, different personalities, it's a very friendly place to work with, inclusive and friendly. It's not all about work.
Good. And the wider team as well that you look after as well. Obviously, the last couple of years, you know, things have changed in relation to the dynamic of the working environment. How have you found the makeup of your team at this point in time?
Yeah, again, the team has been able to adapt very well, and defense as well. So thanks to our IT team, we really prepared for when COVID hit us, and we were able to basically deploy all the services that we had to deploy from home and from everybody home. But nowadays that we are allowed to go back to the office. We just have a flexible arrangements where basically a hybrid with some people come out to the office 3 days a week, so other ones 2 days a week, or the ones even 1 day a week. So it's just more about what works for us, what works for them, and finding that nice balance.
Fantastic. Good. What a great culture. More on you now in relation to your career today. Can you walk me through your journey to becoming a partner at RSM?
My career started with RSM overseas in Venezuela, so that's last 20 years ago. As a graduate in audit, so and I'm basically an RSM person. I did have a break from audit for a couple of years, and during that break was the time when I decided to migrate to Australia. So thanks God I choose Australia because compliance Australia had been really nice place to be. And then one of the partners over RSM Venezuela recommended me here. So even though I wasn't part of RSM, he recommended me here. He was my mentor over there, and he recommended me here and got an interview, and fantastic. So the culture in RSM, even there by then, that is different in Australia. 17 years ago, very supportive of my move, very supportive with me, and a lot of understanding with my limitations in relation to language, because I am Spanish speaker by my mother tongue, and my English wasn't at that level of being in the working environment, but they're really supportive, so I can't complain. So far from there to going from senior position, assistant manager, senior manager, and now partner. So really happy, can't complain.
Excellent. And tell me about that transition as well. Myself coming from overseas to Australia 10 years ago now, there was definitely a cultural transition there which I had to navigate in a professional sense. How did you find that move from Venezuela to Australia?
It's challenging. So and you did your jump, I did my one. So when being without relative, without your friends, in a place that you don't know where things are, so it is a challenging. Thanks God, I could have the endurance to sort of support that, but I think a lot of people does it. So it's good, and find the right place to work, so where they have the patience, and I'm sure the English barrier could be an issue. But again, if you find people that around you that can support you, that can have the little patience to give you the opportunity. And you can make it. I'm sure that
excellent.
Many people do. So it's good.
Yeah, good. Couldn't agree more there. So, Rafael, what advice would you give to someone who is coming up to being qualified within that practice environment and maybe looking at their options within practice and where they can go from there? So, someone who's newly qualified and I guess just assessing their options. What would your advice be?
My advice would be, I guess it is different, but I would say something is to think about what they enjoy, what really they enjoy, whether they are want to some I think people that want to stay in practice but maybe move from audit to tax or tax to, doing something different, if they can try to find what they really enjoy, it may be in the industry, looking at companies that maybe they feel identify what they do.
Yep.
Because I think at the end of the day, we want to work with something that we feel identified, that we like it, we go there. So that's something. If they can also align, you have your short, medium, and long-term goals. It's really difficult sometimes to know what you want at the end. But if you can sort of know, okay, maybe I want to go here because then I can get there and sort of drive and have a little path, that'll be nice.
Yep.
Yeah, so it could be very useful.
Fantastic. Great advice. Mentorship is a really big thing, and I think it's only that sort of juncture in your career where you're moving from you've just qualified and you're looking at options in the market. I feel like having a good mentor or a couple of good mentors in place is really important. Is there anyone that you who's mentored you over the years who you can I guess give credit to? What would be your advice as far as individuals getting a good mentor?
Well, first of all, I couldn't agree more than you. I think mentors are key. Element in your career progress.
Yeah.
I have had, in particular, 2 mentors. Yeah. One back home, the partner that I mentioned before. His name is Gustavo. He did help me a lot technically and also as a person, because I was, very early stage in my early trainings and that maturity. That sometimes you need someone to pull a little bit of things and assist you to things in a more mature way. And then in Australia as well, there's another partner in the Melbourne office. His name is Jason Kroll. He really is very supportive with me for the last maybe 12, 15 years. And I guess I didn't choose them really. Well, Jason, I was assigned to be part of his mentor group because in RSM we have a culture of mentoring, which is quite good. We can move and we try to, if someone feels more identified with someone else, move. I was lucky enough that I felt really comfortable working with Jason, and Jason was really good with me. And so, as you mentioned, partner now, so he did help me a lot. I think internal suggestions definitely is a good idea to have a mentor. If you can find someone that you can regularly see, I think and you can actually go for coffee or whatever, because it's important to have that sort of things going on a regular basis. You feel comfortable talking with that person, and you find an affinity with them, that's great.
Yeah.
Sometimes maybe be patient because you need to get to know people, and that just happens with time.
Yeah.
So and that's why you build. I think at the end, my mentors nowadays, they are good friends.
Yeah.
That's what they are.
Yeah. That's excellent. Well, excellent advice. Thank you, Raf. Thank you for joining us today. Really appreciate your time and your advice. Some absolute gold.
No worries. Thank you for the opportunity.